Hello, first video of the year.
Happy New Year
Happy
to you.
New Year. Hope you had a good one.
I think it's been good to us, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. So this week's video is our last bits from the end of last year, isn't it?
And the beginning of the coldness.
Yeah. So when we arrived at
Tring.
in the dark.
Startups.
Yes. We went and had a walk down Wendover Arm, so we'll show you some of the history for Wendover Arm.
And seen the elusive thing.
I don't know what the elusive thing is.
Well, Tasha's sorted the video, so she knows about it. She just doesn't know how my mind works. Anyway, what else have we got? Wendover, that elusive thing, and Tring. Well, we're currently on a frozy day, or a thory day, of the new year.
That's for next week's video.
Which we'll tell you all about next week. I knew it was next week's video.
Yeah,
but
it's not white now, there's still a bit of ice on the canal, but it is getting better.
So anyway, we've got work to do. Tasha's got a run to do because she's training for a London Marathon again.
Madness.
Yes, so she's going to go and be careful and hopefully come back and see you next week, or the end of this film actually. Yeah. She's going to go for the run while you watch the rest of the film. What?
So you haven't done this for a while?
Push that button, ring bell. It's 2025. What more do you want? It's free to the world. See you later.
Enjoy. We'll see you at the end.
Morning. How are you doing?
It's a bit dark.
It is just a bit dark. And what you can't see is what we're up to. Well, yesterday we saw the fuel boat. So Tasha's turned round and signed us up.
Excuse me, you signed us up.
You
I said we're
going
to work this morning, but we're going to see them before we go to work. They're getting refilled, so we're going to go and do some video with them. Hopefully there'll be a bit of light down there. Here we are down at Grove Lock. There's 3 trucks here, coal and gas, refilling Jules Fuels boats, 7 o'clock in the morning. So they've got 3 sections, central, southern and northern. These are the central guys, Nick and Holly, and they operate between Stoke Bruin and Marsworth. So we're down at Grove Lock, which is nearly at Marsworth. So they're getting refilled to get down to Marsworth, and they'll turn around to go back up towards Stoke Bruin. So we'll go and find out how much coal they're getting and how many customers they see. So for the return trip, Stoke Bruin down to Marsworth and back again, they get through about 40 tonnes of coal at this time of year, keeping us all supplied and warm. They've moved further down the boat now because obviously they have different types of coal, so different types of coal go in different holds on the boat, so they know where they all are. It is 4:20. We've almost lost the daylight. Good news is it's the shortest day tomorrow, so that will improve quite quickly. But we've just stopped filling with water prematurely so we don't lose the daylight, and we've had literally probably quarter of a mile, not half a mile, from the tap to where we want to moor. I have parked the van up at Marsworth Reservoirs and just walked back in Metpool, and there is some moorings up there, which is where we want to be for Christmas. So perfect, and you can just see him coming in now. So it has taken us longer than we wanted it to. The locks have been a bit slow at times, but we're nearly there, and then we can start on our list of jobs and do some Christmas decorations on the boat.
Okay. Hello, how are you? Merry Christmas to you. Although it's a little bit later than Christmas for you, but it's not for us. So we're here at Tring Reservoirs. How do you read? And so Christmas has been spent at the reservoirs with the boat, and you'll just see it round about there. Okay, come and join us for a walk, see what we get up to. But we have seen something very, very rare already.
which I'll pop in next because we already have the video piece of that.
Yeah, so come and join us. Let's go and see what the Wendover Arm's got for us.
Very rare sight here at Milesworth Reservoirs. We've got a black swan. Don't see these very often.
Wings are up, it's white underneath.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. With its waffle. Yeah. A really beautiful swan. I didn't have anything to feed you with.
I'm in the way, aren't I?
There we go. There's the Wendover Arm. We're going to walk down it and see if it is open again and if we can get the boat down there.
Sounds fair.
Because there was a big banner on this bridge saying about it being closed, and that banner's not here anymore.
No, but what if we turn around? People are actually moving. There's a day boat hire
In the lock.
from Calroast that's just coming out of the lock. So, and it's probably very, very nice to actually keep turning around because there are loads of historic boats moored. So there you go.
Let's go see what's going on down the Wendover Arm. We did find a very washed out sign, CRT sign at the end of the arm, which does say it is closed to navigation. Just moving to someone coming on the path. So we are obviously carrying on walking down it. You can see from this, it's very shallow and very narrow in places. Yes, unless you're on a paddleboard or kayak or canoe, you wouldn't want to bring your boat down here because it's very weedy, very shallow and quite overgrown in places. Just hope that the Wendover Trust do manage to get it reopened again, because unfortunately this is one of those sections that potentially could face permanent closure without the support of the community, volunteers and fundraising. So we will put a link below if you would like to help.
But it did say on the board just at the beginning about patrons willing to buy, or people willing to buy the 2025 calendar.
So yeah, we will put a link below. It is very tranquil and very lovely, but yes, you wouldn't want to be bringing your boat down. Lots of weed, and like we say, very shallow and overgrown. Let's see what happens in the future. It is a silver propeller challenge, so we will come down here on a small craft at some stage to get our photograph at the end. But we are going to take a photograph of it as far down as we can walk, and we will take a photograph of the boat in the bridge hole at the beginning when we come up and turn around in a week or so's time. There's an information leaflet attached to the post here. We've just crossed over the bridge to come across the Tring Road, and there's information about circular walks and trails around the area as well. So hopefully you can see them if you want the information of them. We're going to carry on down towards the old Tring pumping station, and there used to be a flour mill as well on the opposite side. So we'll see what's left of them and what we can see. Here we go, here's the old flour mill, which obviously have been served by boats on the canals in past years. I will get some information and pop it below for you. Beautiful buildings. It is still a working flour mill by the looks of it.
Hay gates.
But obviously not used. The canal's not used for it anymore. Will be interesting to look up the capacity of the flour vats as well. We'll see what I can find out. You can't see it very clearly because of all the remains of the trees. It's even less of it in the summer when it was all green. But here is the pumping station. You can hear and see the water being pumped out. We'll walk a bit further down it and see if we can get a better view from the other end. There, you can see the pumping section just there.
There you go, the windows to the pumping house. Some of the roof.
Your arms are longer than mine. You can get over the fence with your arms.
There you go, just a little bit. We'll try and get a better picture from further away.
Just looking back, you can see the water coming out from the pumping section. And just past the pumping station is where the stock planks are in and the canal is closed. I do believe one of the last boats to make it down here was Amy and Wes.
I believe they were.
We'll find a link to their video they did and pop it in for you.
It's a swimming pool.
So let's go down and see what we can see. There is work going on down here, which is why it is closed.
This is a swimming pool.
We'll see how much further the path is open for and what we can get to. There you go, you can see what an empty canal looks like. Of course there's a cone in it. Wouldn't be a canal without a cone in it. There's an old pair of lock gates here, and there's the stop planks.
And the pump.
And of course there's a tyre in there as well. And it's such a shame that this has fallen into disrepair, not being used again. You can see the plaques on the bridge behind commemorating the rebuilding of it and reopening of it in
March 2005 it was handed over.
I think there was 2 lots, wasn't there?
2001.
Yeah, 2001 and 2005 are significant dates. 1973,
The bridge was demolished.
it was demolished in 1973 and then rebuilt and handed back over. I'll take pictures of the plaques and impose them as well so you can see them. Let's just hope one day it is reopened again. That is the current end of the Wendover Arm. There's another 6 kilometres still to be restored. There are moorings down this end as well, which would be absolutely beautiful once it's reopened. But to come and moor down here, it's so peaceful in the middle of fields.
This is the turning circuit point, isn't it?
Yeah.
The winding hole.
Yeah, it is a winding hole as well. Winding hole.
Oh yeah, okay.
But yeah, we walk a little bit further beyond the stopped section. I'm not sure how much further we'll be able to get, but we'll go and have a look. So that's it, we can't get any further. It is completely stopped, and that's obviously where the next section of work will get done. But we can cross over, so we're going to cross over and walk back down the other side. We've taken a footpath off the canal path to get back to the reservoirs, and it's brought us along the back of the pumping house. So you can see it far better now. Stunning building. Got the year 1911 on a plaque on the wall there, which must have been when it was built. Welcome to a very stormy, wet and windy New Year's Day. We've just got back to the boat. There's a bywash from the canal next to us, which is running very fast. The water levels on the canal have risen, I would say, by almost a foot whilst we've been away with this glossy weather. And the CRT man is just there adjusting the water flow out of the reservoir. It's not simple keeping everything safe during this grotty, stormy weather. Got a river on the towpath. I'm going in to get warm and dry.
So you can see how potentially easy it is for flooding and coming out of the canal. That's the water levels as of returning, and I thought we were in for a little bit of fun, but I've had to loosen the back rope off, and well, I think it's going for a little walk in a bit when we turn around and just see what happens. Welcome to Christmas 24, New Year 25.
What a difference a day makes. It's an absolutely stunning day today. 2nd of January, day after the storm. We're going to head up through 5 locks, turn round, come back down. The water level has gone back down. The water level has gone back down considerably. It was up level with the circle on the chain yesterday, and it's back down more to where it should be today, so that's good. We're going to go and get water because the big freeze is forecast the next few days, so we need to go and make sure we've got some water before that happens.
So it's about 11:15, 12, day after New Year's Day, and we're going up Tringlocks. We're doing the 5 and then we're going back down on ourselves, not to turn around and just moor up in the same place. We need water, and we're then going to go down the Aylesbury Arm. So we're slowly coming up, doing a little bit, the bit in between, well, Christmas, New Year and the start of the year, and let's see how we get on. I know Tash has done a bit about the water levels already, but it's a beautiful day. I'll turn this round and let you have a look. So, Tring Reservoir, well, just the other side of them. Tash is up at the lock, and we've just come around that bend, but there's the reservoirs. We did it earlier this year, so it's nothing new, but it's a beautiful day yet again. So let's see how we get on.
Beautiful weather, as I've said today, and it's quite a significant day for us today. It's the 5-year anniversary of when we arrived in Tinsley Marina in Sheffield, when we first started our boat life. It wasn't quite as beautiful a day as this. It was wet and windy and horrible. Let's make the most of this one. Very big contrast from the urban living we had in Sheffield Marina to the rural living we've currently got on the Grand Union Canal as we cruise down towards London. The bonus is we've come up through 2 locks and it's wide enough to turn the boat, so we don't need to do the final 3 locks. We can turn here, go back down and fill with water. Just opening this paddle again on this lock that I had got ready, because part of the water management on this bit of the GU is to leave the paddles open to keep the locks empty. There's not any signs on most of the locks saying that, but it's local knowledge. People let you know. When you get down to Canterbury Park, there's actually signs on the locks asking you to leave them open. A couple of feet spare as well, getting it turned round, so that's good. As long as he doesn't ground, because the level in this pound, ironically, despite all the water yesterday, is quite low today. The levels do change very quickly. Nearly round. Got about a metre to spare at the front, so that's good.
So we've turned round. We've been fortunate. We got into that pound and we're just big enough to get round and turn. Save us going up another 3 locks. And that is Tring Reservoirs. Tash is now doing the locks for us to come back down. So we've only got 2 to do, 3 to do, because there's one just the other side of where we were moored. And well, yeah, there we go.
Water's filled. It's been a beautiful day, isn't it?
She's been for a run.
I've been for a run whilst the water was filling. We've just had some lunch, so we're going to make the most of this nice weather, and we're going to start slowly going down the Aylesbury Arm, aren't we?
Right, time to go then.
There is some moorings apparently at Lock 8 and some parking.
So we're going to go investigate.
So we're going to go and see how far we get today. If we don't get that far today, we'll finish it off in the morning.
Boom. Result. See you in a bit.
See how we get on.
So back after the shower and the run.
Let me sort my hair out first. There we go. Run done.
Shower had.
Shower had, hence the wet hair.
Yeah. So it's been a busy one.
Hope you enjoyed that, and the special treat of the black swan. I guess that's what you were referring to at the beginning.
Of course it was.
Mr. Cryptic.
I'm not going to give it all away, otherwise they won't watch it, will
Exactly.
they?
Well, out on my run, I've just had a very amusing encounter with a white swan, which will pop on next week's video about the Aylesbury Arm. Yes.
So, push the button, ring the bell. Thank you very much for joining us. It's free to the world and all your friends, so sign them, shag... Push the button, ring the bell. It's free to the world, you and me, and your friends as well. So sign them, share us, was what I was going to say, yeah, which made Tash giggle. And please share us with everybody, because you never know what you're going to miss. It could be a new adventure for you.
Have a good week, and we'll try and get another video out for next week.
Have a great 25.
Bye.
See ya.